Recently, there's been an ongoing discussion around the portrayal of ugly characters in video games, fueled by anti woke grifters who push the narrative that unattractive characters equals bad art. This debate was reignited by the release of the trailers for The Witcher 4 and Naughty Dog's Intergalactic, and I already made a video discussing that, but I was prompted to answer this question of does attractiveness truly matter in media? The short answer is no in regards to physical beauty, but the long answer is that a character's look does matter and how it is used to emphasize the character's story. Physical attractiveness is a shallow and incorrect measure of quality, used by those that engage with media in a shallow manner, like anti-woke grifters and weirdos that value too much seeing objects meant to please the eyes rather than engage the mind. There are plenty of examples of media that contain unattractive characters but are still highly acclaimed. Consider shows like The Penguin, Breaking Bad, and The Sopranos. These are not celebrated for their characters' physical appeal, but for their gripping narratives, multifaceted characters, and thematic depth. Tony Soprano, Walter White, and Oswald Cobb are far from conventionally attractive characters. Is there even any body pills of the Penguin? Like, where is that? Yet their stories resonate because they delve into the human condition, exploring moral ambiguity, personal struggles, and the consequences of their actions. Their appearances mainly serve to enhance the authenticity of their stories. The story of Walter White would not work if the character was played by some physically attractive actor who had six-pack abs, like let's say Henry Cavill, for example, right? It would not work because you would lose that narrative of a character that's seen as weak by his friends and family, trying to appear stronger by going through the whole drug dealing thing and proving that he's better than everyone else. It wouldn't work if the character was physically attractive. Same way with how, like in Spider-Man movies, the character doesn't really work too well with the whole attractiveness despite being a nerd thing, right? It doesn't work as well, and it damages the story rather than helps it. In video games, you can see this too with the character of Kratos, whose white skin is a constant reminder of the revenge he seeks against gods and the tragedy of his family's death. And it's also used to emphasize how he still keeps that rage inside of him, even in God of War and God of War Ragnarok. Master Chief in the Halo games never shows his face because he's meant to be a representative of the player character in experiencing the story. In The Last of Us, Joel has to be a middle-aged dad figure in order to emphasize the connection between him and Ellie as a father-daughter duo. And in The Last of Us 2, Abby needs to be muscular in order to show how she's put a lot of training and effort into her revenge against Joel. When a character's look emphasizes the story, the world, and the overall tone of the piece of media, it can really help enhance the immersion factor and let you really escape into that world and be immersed in that story. But when they don't do that, it can really distract you from it and take you out of the whole experience. Take, for example, Call of Duty with its like magical, like whatever skins, right? As well as in other games like that are in the live service genre, like the Assassin's Creed games of recent. The same thing goes for Stellar Blade and its character of Eve, as I feel that the attractive look of the character does not really fit the more serious tone that the story is trying to present. So overall, physical attractiveness does not matter when you want to actually engage with the media and not be a shallow person. And that's pretty much my thoughts on this overall discussion. If you have your own thoughts on this, please put that down in the comments, as I would love to hear from you guys about this. And like and subscribe if you liked what you heard so far. And I think that should be it. Thank you guys for listening. Bye.